The Sweetwater Union High School District is getting ready to start the school year this Monday via distance learning. And here to tell us more about the district's reopening plan and what's next is Acting Superintendent Dr. Moises Aguirre. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Important conversation. You guys start school, on Monday very early. Based on the governor's order, the district is starting the school year virtually. What is your plan exactly?
Hi, good morning, Stella. So our plan is such that through distance learning, we will be having block schedules for students, which means Mondays and Wednesdays, they will be having periods 1, 3, and 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays, they will be having periods 2, 4, and 6. So we've worked to ensure that there's a period of time when there's real live instruction, and there's a period of time when students will be able to work either in digital teams or on assignments. So it'll be a block schedule to be able to have that flexibility so that students can work both real time and on assignments.
So the South Bay, let's talk about this, has been hit very hard when it comes to the coronavirus. You have a lot of essential workers, lots of nurses, people who have to show up to work. This is difficult for the families to have to do distance learning. If they're essential workers, who's watching their kids and who's doing this?
Right. So we're working, first of all, that is very true. Down in the South Bay, we have been hit very hard by COVID-19. If you look at any of the maps in terms of where the pandemic is hitting hardest, it's usually down in the South Bay. So we're very cognizant of that. We're working with our feeder districts because we're a secondary district. So we work mostly with middle school and high school students. So that's a very different dynamic that the elementary schools are facing. At the secondary level, students are usually better able to work from a distance learning environment with their devices. And just on the note, to make sure our families know, yesterday we distributed approximately 3,000 devices, iPads and Chromebooks to families who may need a device for access. We're distributing again today and tomorrow. So we're doing 3 days of device distribution to support distance learning.
I know you're saying that there's middle school and high schools in your district, but what have you heard from parents who are these essential workers who have to go to school again? Who are these kids staying with? How are they helping each other? Is the community coming together? Are they just, families helping each other? How is this working?
Yeah, so what we're hearing is sometimes older siblings are helping their younger siblings. The community is pulling together, identifying resources in the community. South Bay Community Services is providing some support. So we are coming together as a community down in the South Bay because we have been hit fairly hard by this COVID-19, and we want to make sure all of our families feel that support.
What is the plan to get kids back to school?
So the plan is starting on Monday, August 3rd. I'm glad you mentioned that. We will be in distance learning, and this is part of our effort to make sure we get the word out. If they need a device, they can go and pick up their device. And one of the distribution days, we will be in distance learning mode through October 2nd. At that point, we will assess the conditions on the ground and see how this pandemic is evolving, because as we know, the conditions have been evolving rather quickly. And so we want to make sure we have some checkpoints throughout the year that allow us to make those decisions, because our district needs time to adjust, whether it's adjusting our cafeteria schedules, whether it's adjusting our transportation schedules. So for now, we will be distance learning through October 2nd. At that point, we go into fall break. It's somewhat like a spring break. It's unique to the South Bay. And we will make a determination if we come back at some level, whether it's a portion of students come back, whether we remain in distance learning, and that will be driven by where we are in the pandemic. The governor and the state have issued orders to the California Department of Public Health. The county office, health services, puts out guidance to school as well. So these decisions are done in conjunction with our partners.
Okay. Superintendent, thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be an interesting year, to say the least, school year.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
But thank you for having this conversation. I know the priority is really to keep our children safe. Thank you so much, and we'll be checking in with you throughout the year.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.